Hello, good day to all of you. My name is Blair and welcome to another Linux app. Today we gotta take a look into a painting and drawing application, which is the Krita. And of course, let's take a look into this application as we install, explore, at the same time try to install it in different OS. So I have this Linux right now, so let's open our terminal. I just want to let you see, or maybe I'll just gonna use the Neo Fetch right now. So as you can see, this is my big Linux OS, which is a Manjaro kernel, a distro, big Linux, and with the KDE Plasma 5.27.10 desktop environment. And of course, I'm using the AMD Ryzen 7 with 5700U Radeon graphics and a NVIDIA GeForce GTX GPU with, of course, AMD GPU ATI. I've been opening this operating system since this morning, early morning to be exact. So I think it is only for the Windows, Mac OS, and the Android. So let's see this Linux app if it is installable in our Mac OS. Let's go to our Mac OS. So right now I'm in our Mac OS and let's try to install. Let's go to our App Store. Let's try to see if it is available in our App Store. So let's dive into Krita. If there is no Krita, well, we will try to install it. Alright, but oh my gosh, Krita is so expensive, like 500, or make it to be exact 499, but because it is very famous right here in Thailand, and OMG, this is not free right here in the Mac OS. So let's try to see if we could like download it. Okay, so I opened already via in my tablet and just one ecosystem. So I open my krita.org in my Mac OS. So it requires the Mac OS with OS X or above with 4 gigabytes of random access memory with the optional GPU. So let's try to install. So let's allow it. So it is downloading right now in our right. So as you can see, I'm also testing the ISO files right here, either in virtual or in bare metal MacBook. So cool, right? So at the same time as we are waiting for the download for Krita, let's also open our big store. Let's type in Krita. So let's install Krita right here, the 5.2.2.2-2. Did I say it correctly? So let's try to install it. So it is downloading right now. Both of them are downloading. Choose my dependency AUR because this is Arch based. So it is now downloading, and I think it is already installed. Yes, we could click run. Let's minimize this one. So we have our Krita and I maximize it so that you could see everything. How about in our MacBook? So let's try to open this one. Click open. Let's minimize this one too. Alright, so we have our Krita right here. So let's move our Krita right here in the application, and then it is copying and installing it right now. So today I'll be focusing only with Mac OS and Linux OS. Maybe next time in another application I'll be using the Windows as an example, that you can also open your Linux apps in Windows. But right now let's just use the MacBook or Mac OS. So as you can see, I'm also using the iPad for an example. So as you can see, we have our information right here. So the store version is available at Windows Store, Stream Store. Stream Store is actually a Linux operating system. Epic is also Linux, using Linux. Mac OS is using the Unix operating system, so you can use that one and download it. But at the same time, we also have the nightly builds, so test it out, the latest builds that the creators, the developers, every day. So you can download that one too in Windows, Linux, and Mac. And at the same time, we also have some source code right here if you want to look into the source code of the KDE repository and the old version. They are there at the website at krita.org. So let's go back to our MacBook. So we have our Krita. Let's open. So it is verifying right now. As you can see, we have two OS, and the other one is just only for the website, which is I'm using the iPad. Maybe next time I'll be using the Windows and at the same time the Android Linux. By the way, Android are Linux. So let's go back to our tablet. So let's learn about our Krita. So Krita is originally from way back then in the Linux Congress, which is in 1998, as they wanted to show the ease with the possibility to hack the Qt GUI or the Qt graphic user interface around the existing application, which is the demo of the GIMP. So this patch was never published, but it was causing a problem with GIMP community at that time, not in being positioned to work together. People within the KDE community decided to start their own image editor application. So that is why they have this, and KDE has the K-Office suite at that time. So that is why it was way back then, when it was not yet very popular, the Linux. That is the history of our KDE Krita. So KDE and Krita is just one. So let's go to our Mac. So let's try to open this now. So it is also the same with Krita 5.2.2-2. So it is loading the resources right now, just like in our big Linux operating system. So right now we are now opening the system. So I'll just move this one. I'm not using the mouse because I'm using the mouse for the Linux, big Linux operating system. So that is why I'm just using the touchpad of the Mac OS. So as you can see, it's all the same. Everything is the same, right? So we also have it on our Android, and you can download this at the same time. We use this for our graphics. This is the professional free and open source painting program, available art tool for everyone to have their concept conceptualize with the textures and matte, and there are also some information right there at their website, Krita.org. So free education and resources right here in the bottom of the download. Tools you need to grow as an artist. All the features you need, you can view that one. They have the community support at the same time, and all platforms like the Facebook, Twitter X, Reddit, and also some of them like the Mastodon and so much more. Going down right here, we have artist interview right here, plus they get involved for everyone to pitch in and volunteer their skills to help Krita build for everyone. They also have the Instagram at the same time. I just realized it. So cool. So you get involved if you want to help the community. So you don't need to spend a lot of money just to use it. So let's try to use it right now. So let's go to the new image. So right here in our MacBook, we have the dimensions right here, your preference if you are using what type of paper. So you have the US legal, the US letter. You also have the 4K film. You also have the A4. You have also the textures right here. So let's just use the A4 with maybe 300. I'm not using you know, the biggest pixels right now, so just using the 300, and I want to have the landscape, so the landscape right here. So let's create, and then voila. So I'm also using my Android Universal pen for the MacBook, and at the same time for my big Linux. But in my iPad, I'm using the iPen. So as you can see, I'm using this one. So when I use the pen, it is moving at the same time. How about in my Mac? So let me move that one. So yep, it is moving. So as you can see, we have our drawing app already open in both OS. So let's try to draw something like let me see. So let's try to draw very easy drawing. So as you can see, we have our smiley right here. How about in our layers? So if we want to add layers, we could like add right here. Click, there's another layer right here. So we have layer number 2. For example, we use this type of brush. So let me see. We'll just draw something like craziness, you know, even change color. So let's try to change color first, like maybe some reddish blue or something. Okay, so let me see, even the size, let's change the size right here. Yeah, so this is just a quick demo, so we could like also turn off the layer. Yeah, it's cool. Even the background, we could change the background at the same time. So it is very easy. So we go to our Linux, big Linux operating system. So let's try to draw just like on the Mac. The size is okay, so let's try to put the eyes and then smiley. All right, so how about to change the brush? Like let's use some other brush. Okay, let's use this one, and then instead of like different color, I'll also use the mouse So we could like use this trackpad. Let's add layer number 2. So layer number 2. All right. So let's turn off the layer number 2. Yeah, we could also change the or unseen the background. So cool, right? So play with it. You have a lot of like pen right here, plus the so-called magic. Yeah, I'll try to see this one. Oh yeah. Okay. So you can play with it. You can enjoy with your application. It is available in Mac, Windows, and of course in Linux, which is their base. So I already let you saw these layers. So let's go to our information right here. So we have the file, image, layer, tools, and your settings right here. And at the same time we have the new, open, save, and your fill, patterns, and your brushes. If it's normal, you can choose your brushes, even your eraser right here. So you have the opacity, the size, and which is the orientation, if it is X or Y, and the crop right here, the warping. You also have the text right here. If you want to put the text tool right here, for example like Krita drawing app. So you can move it. Oops, forgot. So there you have it. You have all these gradient too, if you want to. Forgot to. Oh, it is locked. Okay, let's unlock this one first. I didn't realize it. Okay, let's put the gradient. Yeah, there you have it. So you can basically change everything if you wanted to. Control Z for your return. You can also click erase. You can also just drop the paint right here. So yep, that's how you use the Krita. So let's go back to our Mac. So yep, it's all the same. You can resize right here, your X and your Y position, your opacity, eraser, your brushes right here. You also have the brushes right here, and at the same time you also have the text right here. For example, let me see, Krita drawing app. So it is 100%, 13 size. Yeah, let's make it 18 and then save it. Close it. So there you have it. You have your Krita at the same time. So advice, you can use your trackpad. If you are in touch screen, use your pen or the mouse to navigate all your stuff right here. So cool, right? So how about let's unlock the background. Let's see the gradient. Let's choose color. How about this one? Oh, okay, I forgot to. Okay, let's try. Alright, there you have it. Cool, right? So that's how we use the Krita drawing application. If you have some time, please try this application if you are paying too much with your different application software apps. So this is the best alternative for all of you which is paying a lot. So I already shown you how to install it for free in the Mac OS, at the same time for our big Linux operating system. So that's about it for now for our Linux app, the Krita drawing app for our Linux app. Catch another episode of Linux app next time. And if you have some question, feel free to ask me. Write it in the comments down below. It is very easy. It is not too hard. Yes, all the application in Linux are absolutely for free. That is why we are always giving out freebies so that you will be excelling in your life and improve your life without paying too much. So that's about it for now. I'm your science teacher Blair, for the Linux app, Krita drawing app. Bye for now and see you in the next episode. And remember that science means knowing. That is why science is cool. Ciao.